We are presenter number 3, however we are group number 5. And I would like to introduce to you the beautiful and gorgeous ladies of group number 5. We have Ma'am Joanne, we have Ma'am Imelda, we have Ma'am Lillian, and Ma'am Norley. And yours truly, the only rose among the thorns. Yes, that's right. I will act as the tour guide, narrator, and presenter, and they are also going to be my presenters for this afternoon. Okay? So I would like to let you join us while you eat to travel with us in this 11-day journey. Bakit 11? 7 plus 8 plus 1. The 11, so magtra-travel tayo ng 11 days. Agad, no? So it's a big budget tour. Wow, big budget tour. Siyempre 11 days eh. Alright. So our day 1, we're going to start our tour on Friday, which is April the 5th. And we are going to have a coffee tour, and it will be a walking experience. And also we will have a tour regarding and to present to you about this drink, this particular drink which we call tape. So number 1, we will have first the coffee tour, and which will be presented by the one and only Ma'am Joanne.
Hello, my name is Joanne Dixon Knight, and I'll be your tour guide presenter today. So we will have cafe testing and popular Philippine cuisine cooking experience, plus a visit to historical Burnham Park for sun and relaxation. Visit to Cafe Umali at Shangri-La Village for a tour and look-see at their house coffee bean roasting, as employees give tips on how to roast and grow cafe in the comfort of your own home. Umali is Senkanay, for you are always welcome here. At Shangri-La location, Cafe Umali roasts the beans on site, so one can only imagine. Upon entering the hometown cafe shop, you may become so drunk with the beautiful, intoxicating aroma of various coffee beans that you may never want to leave, which leaves us all with an extremely memorable experience. Then we will be off to Burnham Park to ride various bikes and the swan boat ride at Burnham, and learn history of Burnham Park, and also visit Rizal Park adjacent to Burnham, and go to eat at our famous Good Taste 24-hour restaurant. Thirdly, we will visit Cafe Umali at Hangar, where in 1948, after the Japanese invasion, Arenya Umali and son Alberto Umali Olarte started Cafe Umali in highlands of Baguio. They're from Lipa, Batangas, which is where the very first cafe tree was planted by a Spanish Franciscan friar. In about 1740, and this action brought wealth, stability, and sustainability to the Philippines. And at the market, we will buy pork, potatoes, and spices, vinegar, soy sauce, veggies, ground beef, and lumpia wrappers to make adobo and lumpia with our guests, with each and every one of you. A cooking and tasting experience you will never forget. And now Norley has a pleasant surprise to end our cafe and food cooking experience, one-day filled experience for you.
Hello, this is Norley presenting to you tapoy making. Tapoy making is done in Bontoc, but because we're here in La Trinidad and Baguio, it is made in La Trinidad. First of all, tapoy is what we call wine in English, and it is made up of rice, the sticky rice, and the bubod, which is the one that it will ferment the wine. Yeah, yeah. And then, first of all, before everything else, you have to pound the rice, and you as our guide, our visitor, you will try pounding the rice. After pounding the rice, you're going to measure it. You're going to put it in the pot, wash it, so that the wine will be okay. It will not. After washing the rice, it's just like cooking rice, but be sure to eat that the water should not go beyond, because the rice will be overcooked. So the rice should be firm. In making wine, the rice should be firm, so lessen the water. Cook the rice. After the rice has been cooked, you have to cool it off. Cool it off for a while. After cooling off, you're going to spread it in a bigao. You know the bigao? A binao. And then, we have the such thing, the bubod. You're going to sprinkle around all sa rice na niluto natin. After sprinkling, you be sure to eat that you have to sprinkle it evenly. And then mix it. After mixing the bubod and the sticky rice, you're going to put it back in a jar. And the jar is made up of the clay. In Bontoc, we have jar making done in Bontoc. So we do not buy in Ilocos. That's what. But as unfortunately today, the government stopped it because of the smoke that is causing pollution. That's why there's no more making of jars in Bontoc. But when we were young, they were making jars. It is where we put. And then after putting the sticky rice, the tapoy that you mix the rice, you're going to cover it tightly and then wait for 3 days so that it will ferment. For the first 3 days, when you're going to taste the juice, it's sweet. But if you want to make the tapoy harder or parang mas matapang siya, you have to ferment it for how many days? And the family can enjoy. So in our group, because we're tired eating in what Sister Lenny, what we have ate this lunch, we will relax by drinking the tapoy wine and have a good night's sleep. Thank you.
So that was our presentation for our day one tour. You notice we have gone around Burnham Park for our first part of the tour, and then regarding the coffee making and coffee production. Okay. Then a Burnham Park tour, and then after that, to end the day, we have also concluded our tour by the presentation of tape making. Okay, so that was our day one tour. Before we go to the 3-day tour, you can ask your questions. Questions, anybody? Okay, if no questions, we can proceed with our 3-day tour. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are now proceeding with our 3-day tour, and we set our tour on April the 6th up to April 8th. On our first day, we will be traveling from Baguio, which will be our jump-off point, then to Bontoc Mountain Province. Bontoc, which is the capital of Mountain Province. I'm sure everybody knows that. Bontoc is the capital town of Mountain Province. That is where we are going. Okay. And we will be staying overnight in Bontoc, and we will be booked at the Richbrook Hotel. Okay. So I would like to call on presenters, Ms. Norley, to tell us about the sabong making or cooked rice with fish, and also about the Lang-Ay Festival of Malta. Ms. Norley?
Hello again. Hi. Hello. You're all busy eating. Okay, welcome to Bontoc. We're here na in Bontoc. You know what, the Richbrook, the meaning there that I heard in Bontoc is you entered rich and you go out broken. So that they call it Richbrook. That's the name of the hotel, Richbrook. You enter rich and you get out broken because you're going to pay your food, rentals. Hindi naman siya masyado, pero that's the story about it. Where are we going? In Bontoc, we have what we call safeng making. Safeng is what we native delicacy from Bontoc, coming out of where the ingredients is boiled water, cassava fruit, that is root crops. The fruit, all root crops can be. You're going to cook or boil the water properly, and then you put it in a jar. Tigo namin iti jar kat banga. Doon namin inilalagay yung water na boil, and then out of that, even the cassava, you're going to cook. Even the kamote, you're going to cook. After cooking everything, you're going to place it in the jar. And it is just the same with making tapoy, wherein you're going to let it ferment for how many days. And after how many days, that's why the children don't like this, because it smells, it's not good. But it is our vitamin C when we were young. That's why we are strong when we were young, not like today. We take vitamins that are synthetic. Before, they take it as our vitamins. After you're going to ferment it can be, you can drink it. But in our culture, we also make safeng with rice and fish, and we only do this in an occasion. It's not an occasion. If there is a dead person, after burying the dead person, most especially old ones, the following day, the family or the clan will gather in the house where there was dead. And that is what we call the among. Ang mga relatives, they will gather with each other. It's just like supporting the bereaved family. And then the men will go and catch fish sa river. Men, but women can also go, but it's mostly the men are the ones doing this, with also the young ones. So we are we are inviting everyone. Let's go to the river and catch fish and crab. After lunch, you're going to go home na, and you're going to bring home the fish that you catch, and then the fish that they catch, they're going to cook it with rice. And the water that they're going to use is the safeng that was fermented. Safeng. And it's the same with the tapoy that it should not be overcooked. You put salt, only salt. We do not put anything because bawal yan. Kasi salt lang ilalagay, bawal talaga. Pag sa amin sa Mountain Province ay sa Bontoc, ang daming bawal. Kaya, asin lang talaga ang inilalagay doon. When making those, you have to make it should be clean. Everything should be washed properly. So, after cooking that one, it's just the same with the tapoy, but you're going to separate the water na you're going to strain the rice and the fish that is already mixed in the safang. And then, the safang will be the one that we, parang yun na ang sabaw namin. And every family has to eat like that. But when I was young, I did not eat because I do not want the smell. Yeah. But I only learned na that's vitamin C. I regret a lot. And so, after that, after eating, the family, within the family, because there are a lot, more not like this. There are a lot of, because your clan will gather. You have to divide the fish, the rice, what do you call that one? The rice with sabaw, with each family. You eat only, not all that one, so you have to be sure that you're going to bring 1 cup of the rice with the fish and the sabaw in your house, which is meaning that is showing sympathy to the bereaved family. And so that is what we call safong making. Yeah. And unfortunately, I think only parang bihira na ang gumagawa kasi pag umuwi na kami, parang iba na, sinigang na ang ginagawa nila, wala na masyadong ganun kasi wala na yung mga matatanda na gumagawa. And since it's our Langay today, in Bontoc is celebrating, in the Mountain Province is celebrating the Langay Festival today. Welcome to the Langay Festival. And it is done in Bontoc Mountain Province. Langay means all the 13 municipalities will gather together in Bontoc. They have parade. They will have contest like Mr. and Miss Langay, and what you call the street dancing. It's just like the street dancing here in the Flower Festival. Yeah, but in Bontoc, in Mountain Province, we have different dances. We have different dances that we are going to show, and also our attire are all different. But I think there we have the common color is red. Yeah. So during the festival, they are going to gather the food delicacies coming from different municipalities, and that is why, because it's Langay. Langay means we're going to eat with each other, sharing. Like pag may bata na kung walang mama, kung umalis yung mama na nagtrabaho, pupunta siya sa ibang mami na magdede. We call that lumang ay isuna. Went to agdede for sharing kasi wala yung mama niya. That is the simplest explanation of Langay. Yeah. So we do not, we eat our own, the different products are shown there, and different food, the dances, and the beautiful faces, and ang mga officials nila. They're all cooperative. That's why we call it Langay. And hopefully, one day you will join us in Bontoc. Even me, I cannot go. I hope I can go home before the Langay ends. That is what we call. So, Langay, it is what we call hand in hand we stand. Yeah. We are all in one. So, welcome to Langay Festival in Bontoc.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. That was our day 1 tour in Bontoc. I hope that you have enjoyed our presentation, and I hope you have also learned something what Ma'am Orly has presented to you. Okay, so cut. We go to day number 2. Okay. So day number 2 na tayo. We travel from Bontoc to Kalinga. Okay, so Kalinga, here we come. Mga travelers from Bontoc. Okay, group number 5. The team to beat. Okay. Mabuhay. Kalinga or Wild Water and Tattoos. Chico River White Water Rafting. Wow. Can you imagine Kalinga? Okay. And while in Kalinga, actually, nagpa-reserve na kami. Nag-check-in na kami sa Davidson Hotel sa Bulanao. Okay. At ang may-ari nun ay si Ma'am. Siyang may-ari ng hotel, Davidson. Okay. And then we will go we will be proceeding on that day, on our second day of tour, Ethnic Boutique Cafe, Grill and Restaurant, which is one of the famous restaurants and cafe in Bulanao. And we will enjoy their brewed coffee, the Musang coffee, and also one of their most famous recipes, the Binongor. Okay? I would like to call on Ma'am Lilian to expound or to explain to us on what is Binongor and Musang coffee is all about. Ma'am Lilian?
Okay, mabuhay. Welcome to Kalinga. Okay, so welcome to Ethnic Boutique Grill and Cafe Restaurant located at Bulanao, Taguig City. Okay, so one of the most or famous slow food for in this restaurant is we call it Binongor. Binongor. Okay, correction po. Binongor. Okay, so hindi po ano yung Binongor sa atin, alam po natin yung Binongor. So Binongor kasi is one of the most exotic food in Kalinga. We serve Binongor in any occasion like Thanksgiving, birthdays, and of course the festival. Usually sa festival po namin ginagawa yung Binongor na ito. So the process of cooking Binongor is so firstly we have the ingredients like the banana blossom. We call it sambunganay. Okay, the banana blossom we call it sambunganay. The unripe jackfruits, the kalabasa. We can put it. We can also mix with the cardis, the green peas, and then yung sinabi ko kanina ay kapon na yung the black mushroom. We call it keso, yung laplapayan. Yeah, we call that keso. Okay, so after all we gather the ingredients, we cook it. We mix it all together and then we cook it. And the highlight is the agurong. For us to clean the agurong, we have to tuk it or cut it the tail of the agurong so that it will easily for us to suck it and then makukuha po natin yung laman ng nasa shell. Okay? So, ganun po. So, after cooking all the ingredients, the vegetable, we put the agurong or the shell, the susu or whatever you call that. We call it also bisukol, something like that. So, and of course, after, and also the highlights po ng Binongor natin sa Kalinga is yung we mix it with lots of sili, lots of sichut. With the sili, we call that sichut, the native sili, the native pepper. Okay, so after eating the Binongor, you can also hindi lang po yung hunger nyo ang masasatisfy. Sabi ko kanina, also your tolerance in eating the hot food. In Kalinga, sabi nila, hindi ka daw taga-Kalinga kung hindi ka marunong kumain ng maanghang. So, when we when you go there, you have to eat the manghang food in Kalinga because the anghang, the chili, the hot pepper represent the braveness, the katapangan ng mga Kalinga, ng mga Taboqueños. Yun ang ibig sabihin ng maraming sili sa Binuan. Of course, the ethnic boutique grill and restaurant also serve the Musang Kalinga brewed coffee. If you know the Musang, the palm civet, just like tarsier, it's an animal. Yeah. Na pag hinog na yung kape, na nasa puno ka ng kape, kinakain nila yung kape, sila yung nag-gather ng kape. That's why sabi ni Ma'am Sally kanina, it's very expensive. Kinakain ng musang, sinasabi natin na musang is we call that mutit, the small animal. Yeah, civet, yeah. We call that mutit in Kalinga. Okay. So yung mga civet, yung mga mutit, is a wild, something wild animal yata yung mga ganon. Okay. Pag naamoy nila yung hinog na kape, yun, pupunta sila sa mga coffee tree and then they eat the very ripe coffee, the red one. And they suck the sweetness, kinukuha nila yung mga tamis ng mga coffee. So, they remove the skin, the red one, they remove the skin and then they chew the beans. And yung pinupo nila, yung tinatae po nila yung mga kape kasi hindi mo ma-digest sa stomach nila. So yung buo na beans, yun po ang ginagather, yun ang ginagather ng mga farmers doon. Yun yung sinasabi nila na musang coffee and that is very rare kasi ngayon po medyo konti lang yung mga mutit o musang namin doon sa Kalinga. Okay, so after yun po ang how they cook, how they make it, and of course they toast, they cook it with of course the banga, we call that banga, the clay. And of course the binuor is the best binuor po ay niluluto namin sa banga din po. We can cook it with our regular pots like yung mga stainless pero best po ang laman, masarap, pinakamasarap na binuor po ay iluluto namin po sa may banga, and of course, hindi sa gas rin yung iluluto, kundi sa may firewood. That's why we call it slow food. Okay, that's the binuor and Mustang coffee of here in our Kalinga. So, isa pong highlights din po, pagpasensyahan nyo lang po kasi hindi tayo pumunta ng Boscalan. One of the highlights here, bakit nakilala ang Kalinga is because of the Akuang Ud, the Mato artist that we call the Mamba Mato. Okay, so wala po sa itinerary natin because of the bad weather, we can't go there. Okay, so, and of course, isa po din we have also the Mataguan Festival. Every year po na nangyayari din sa Kalinga, Mataguan Festival, every February po. So, isa po din sa ang binuor na ang niluluto ng mga the 8 municipalities of Kalinga will gather, bring their rich culture, their own products, they bring it to Tabuk, parang pinakasentro kasi yung Tabuk ng Kalinga, and then they showcase it. So we have ito isa sa mga binuor po na parang pinaka-contest, the best tasting, the best binuor during our Mataguan Festival po. Okay, and of course, for the information of everybody, Tabuk also, Kalinga also, latest lang po, nung last year lang, 2023, Kalinga set the Guinness Book World of Records for the Gong Ensemble Dance. Yeah. Gong Ensemble Dance, okay. It is composed of 3,440 gong dancers and gong dancers po yun, yung 3,440 gong dancers and 4,681 banga dancers. Isn't it amazing? Wala ba kayo na dyan? Okay. Yan po nakilala ang Kalinga na Kalinga set the Guinness World Book of Record because of the Gong Ensemble. You can watch that in YouTube. Yeah, and then it's very beautiful. The way how they catch the parang mga langgam ang tao sa baba na nagda-dance with bana, and then yung mga 3,000 gong dancers yeah. You can watch that. You can go to Kalinka page and then you can watch the book. Yeah. Okay, so busog tayo ng binungur with brewed coffee, musang. Hindi ho makukompleto ang binungur natin. Kung may binungur ang Kalinga na dish, meron doon silang binungur dance. So everybody stand up and dance with our binungur dance.
Ano ba? Everybody dance ba? Sige.
You can join me guys.
17th tour. I want to discuss about Banawe Fugao. Banawe rice terrace is also known as it's located in the mountains of Fugao. We're curved about 2 years ago, and it built by this work plan. And then I will discuss two of their food delicacies, which is binaot and inandila. Okay. So binaot is a native delicacy of Fugao, and it is intestine of pig and prepared just after yung kinatuyo nila, and then ginagawa nilang fertilizer, mataba. And then, pag natuyo na po siya, kinukalit na po nila, pwede rin nila itong, kinakaan po nila itong sayote with sabaw. So, and then, when it comes to food of inandila, it's also their native delicacies of Fugao. It made founded of malagkit with it's glutinous rice traditionally, and sticky rice cakes are wrapped with taktakong leaves. Taktakong leaves is banana leaves. They add it for traditional flavor, and then they steam it. And then, in addition to MOMA, this is also especially for the Fugao. It's equivalent for their chewing gum. Ginagawa ng chewing gum. And then, ibang turista, akala nila kung ano yung red or itim. Kasi di ba, dinudura nila po. Pero hindi nila alam yung chewing gum ng Fugao. So, isa nga dapat di ba, pero yung kanilang tradisyon. So, nire-respect namin. So, in Kalinga, I want to share a little bit. Also, nung dadin, you know naman the Wangkot. Wangkot is started tattooing at age of 15 years old. So, napakabata rin Wangkot talaga start doon. So, it's a traditional art form that he learned from her father. So, her father who was considered a master of tattooist in the region. And then, it's their tradition. And then, sa kanila kasi, lalaki lang yung kanilang tinuturuan ng tattoo. Lalaki lang kanilang may karapatan sa kanila ng turuan ng tattoo. So, yung na-learn ko din dito. So, nakita niya yung potential ng pagkakagawa ng tattoo doon sa father niya. So, yun na po. Thank you.